How do you cover your customer touch points in lead generation? In this video, I'm going to walk you through the customer journey in lead generation and how to cover each of those touch points as a business or a brand that is actively generating leads to get people to buy whatever it is you are selling or whatever conversion means to you, because conversion does not mean sales for every brand on the internet. Let's go. All right, welcome back. So I'm going to start off this by calling your attention to the normal, the 3-step funnel for creating content online, which is the ACD funnel: awareness, consideration, and decision. The journey where you take your customers or your audience from being aware of whatever it is, the problem you're trying to solve, to considering it and finally making a buying decision or a conversion-driven decision, right? Now, having put it in these 3 buckets, under awareness, you want to leverage content marketing, all right? This is where you are doing your search engine optimization properly, your blogs, your articles, you're going on podcasts, you're leveraging social media posts and search, Google search, because it is awareness period. You're trying to get eyeballs on your brand and your business. You're trying to get as many people as possible to see what you are about or what you are selling, or to buy into an idea. This is critical because awareness actually builds anticipation in a lot of ways, right? So what should you be using here to get these eyeballs? Number 1 is, first off, please find a common problem. Find a problem that a large number of people who would listen to you have. So find a common problem for your customer avatar. The second thing you want to do is let your expertise shine. If this is not something you have expertise in, don't spread your fear, don't spread your unfounded perceptions, because it will backfire in the long run. And when you keep saying things that you're not sure about, you're not an expert in, people will stop listening to you over a period of time, because it feels like you just come and you blab and you walk away, right? Always be sure that you're saying things from a data-driven perspective or from an authority-driven perspective, and a perspective that clearly lets them know that, oh, I know what I am saying. You get my point? Now, when you have a common problem and you have expertise or knowledge, the next thing you want to do is to drive awareness on both of those things using paid ads. Paid ads are very important, so you want to leverage paid ads to get eyeballs on that. So you can use Google ads, you can use influencer marketing, you can use Meta ads, whatever you want to do, but just leverage Google ads. This is on the awareness, side of things. When we move to consideration, which is the second stage of that funnel, in the customer journey, this is where you want to start thinking, when they get into my freebie or when they get into any of my funnels, what is the next thing, right? So in the consideration phase, this is where your emails are well done and they're going out. This is where you're offering them lead magnets. This is where you're doing webinars. So consider the people who get into your lead magnets and who read your emails and who attend your webinars as people who have raised their hands as, oh, I'm interested in more. Tell me more about this solution. Tell me more about what you're doing, right? And then begin to create your content and begin to create solutions for them within that stage, because they've been filtered from the awareness point to the consideration point, right? And at this stage, what I literally want you to focus on is solve the what and the why, not the how. Then this is where you use retargeting ads so that they keep seeing that content and you stay top of mind. Now, the last part is decision. When we get to decision making, this is where your call to actions are very direct. They're either come and buy, come and download, whatever it is that you want them to do. You're telling them the action to take, right? This is where you're doing demos. This is where you're using testimonials. This is where your call to actions are all directly sales and conversion driven. You're not beating around the bush here. And when they come in, this is where you now give the how. Remember, the what and the why can be given for free, but the how must be paid for. This is the only way that you stay profitable as a business online. Look around you. Everybody tells you the what, the why. They aggravate the situations. They call your attention to the problem. But the how is something you have to trade value for. So you can trade your time, you can trade money, but there must be an exchange of value before you get the house. So don't be that brand that because you're generating leads, you give people a ton of freebies that tell them the how, and then you wonder why they don't take action. They will not take action because your freebie is already getting them paralyzed. They have so much to do to achieve with just the free thing. So why pay for the paid one when they're not even done with that? And I hope this literally sets you apart as you go about generating leads for your business. Okay, if you're a business owner who has less than 5 members of staff, I have the lean marketing booklet down below. Download it and structure your business today. See you in the next one.